Warner Brothers UK has just announced a 30-film 4K box set coming out in September for a whopping £299 or $360. So I'd like to break this set down, give you what's in it, my thoughts on it. Is this worth it? So before we dive into that, if you're not subscribed to this channel already, I cover all types of physical media and just movies in general. I love this type of stuff. So give a like, comment, subscribe down below. But hey, let's dive into this set. There's some pretty cool stuff about it, but let's see, is this set really worth it? Alright, so now why don't we dive into this set, and the best way is let's just throw it up on the screen so you get a view of what this thing actually looks like. There's a bunch of pictures here. I'll go through them one at a time, but we get a 32-page booklet, we get pins, we get all of the movies separated into basically decade-type packaging. There'll be 3 sections of it, 10 movies each. Overall, packaging-wise, I think it looks very pretty. It's very, it will look good on a shelf. I know there's a lot of people that aren't crazy about the booklet style. For something like this, I think booklet style is probably one of the better ways to do it. But I know there's a lot of people that are against the booklet style, so I completely get that. But the question is that packaging worth £299? That we'll dive into a little bit more. Now why don't we take a look at their description, how they're trying to sell it to you. Celebrate 100 years of Warner Brothers with this ultimate studio collection, bringing together 30 of Warner's most iconic films in glorious 4K UHD. Alright, we're going to stop right there for a sec to give you one little tidbit or thought. All of the films in here are not Warner Brothers films from the get-go. Some of these are ones that they've acquired over the years through purchases and acquisitions. I kind of wish, if this is to celebrate 100 years of Warner Brothers, they kind of should have stuck to strictly like these are Warner Brothers movies. But we got something like Wizard of Oz in this set. Wizard of Oz was acquired somewhere around the 1998, 1999 range by Warner Brothers. That is not a Warner Brothers movie. That was an MGM movie. So throwing it in, yes, they do the distribution of it now, but that really doesn't speak to 100 years of Warner Brothers, in my opinion. They also have something like Citizen Kane in here. That's an RKO picture. That, again, really doesn't speak to 100 years of Warner Brothers to me. But I get why they put them in there. They did the 4K restorations already. They are big movies. So I understand it. It just doesn't really fit the idea of the set to me. And now we'll head back to this, covering 3 eras of Hollywood. Classic Hollywood, the 30s through the 60s. New Hollywood, 70s and 80s. Modern blockbusters, 90s and today. This collection represents the pinnacle of storytelling and Warner's indelible impact on the industry. Okay, I could dig that. I like the separation of how they separated out the movies. The featured films represent the most monumental titles in Warner's catalog, from the Technicolor wonders of Wizard of Oz and Singin' in the Rain to genre-defining Exorcist and Blade Runner, and modern-day icons like Matrix and Mad Max Fury Road. This collection also exclusively includes the legendary Western Rio Bravo and James Dean's iconic East of Eden in 4K for the first time. Wow, those are pretty big titles to include exclusively. So I will note for the exclusive, those are big titles, and I'm going to tell you, I would like East of Eden for 4K. I'm not a big Western guy, so Rio Bravo isn't as much of a sell to me, but East of Eden would be really cool. I am wondering, this might mean exclusive to the UK. Maybe the United States will get a separate East of Eden and Rio Bravo. That I'm not sure. Would be cool, but there is potential these could just be locked up as exclusive titles to this set, which could be a selling point to some people. But let's dive back into their description of this. The collection is housed in unique premium packaging featuring cardboard outer slipcase with magnetic WB shield clasp. Okay, I like when they throw the magnets in. That's cool. 3 lay-flat books, each including 10 4K discs split into Classic Hollywood, New Hollywood, Modern Blockbuster era. These will also include timelines detailing the studio's impact on Hollywood, and 1 capacity book holding 8 exclusive Warner Brother logo pin badges from across the studio's history, a 32-page booklet, and other premium extras. Pins are not a selling point to me in the slightest, but they look cool. Again, not a selling point to me. But let's dive into the actual movies, which is why people buy the set in the first place. Okay, so we have Classic Hollywood, 30s through the 60s. We have 2001: A Space Odyssey. We already have a 4K for that. Casablanca, we already have a 4K for that. Citizen Kane, we already have multiple 4Ks on the market for that. Cool Hand Luke, we will be getting 4K of very shortly. The Steelbook's already been shown. The slip's already been shown. East of Eden, that set is exclusive to this set. The Maltese Falcon, we will be getting a 4K very shortly. Rebel Without a Cause, we're also getting a 4K for very shortly. Rio Bravo, they said is exclusive to the set. Singing in the Rain, we already have a 4K for. And Wizard of Oz, we already have a 4K for. So in the classic era, we have 2 of them are exclusive, they claim, to the set. And the rest we already have or will be getting quite shortly. Now for New Hollywood, the 70s through the 80s, we have Clockwork Orange, already have a 4K, Batman, Beetlejuice, Blade Runner, all of those already have 4Ks. Enter the Dragon does not have a 4K yet, but we are supposed to be getting one very soon. That will also come this year. Same thing for Exorcist. Exorcist is not an exclusive here. We will be getting a separate release for it. Goonies, we already have a 4K. Superman the movie, we are supposed to be getting a box set with, I think, 3 or 4 Superman movies. The Shining and Willy Wonka, we already have 4Ks for. So the New Hollywood era doesn't offer us anything exclusive. Like I said, there's only 2 exclusive titles to this set. Now for modern blockbusters, A Star is Born, Argo, Elvis, not a fan of that movie at all. Goodfellas, It, Mad Max Fury Road, Matrix, Shawshank. Training Day is coming. Very, very, very soon Training Day is coming. And Unforgiven. So now, is this set worth it? Is this worth £299 or $360 US? As with everything, that is completely up to you to decide with your wallet. Is it worth it? Is the movie selection worth it? It is a killer selection of movies. These 30 movies represent classic after classic. So many fantastic movies. It doesn't represent Warner Brothers to me fully for their 100-year celebration. No, because some of them are straight up purchases. It kind of be like Disney putting out a set and then throwing in a bunch of Fox titles because, hey, we bought Fox, so now they're ours. No, I kind of feel like this should have just stuck to 100% Warner Brothers titles. But that little, I guess, stipulation aside, it's a great selection of movies. I think it's beautifully packaged. But 2 exclusives, I don't know if that's enough of a selling point. So we have something like this and the other Columbia Classic sets, which regularly, like, I think you get this like $70. 6 movies in here, all of them exclusive. And they did a pretty good job for the most part at sticking a lot of these Columbia Classics as exclusive. So for a set this expensive for the Warner Brothers, 2 exclusives, does that make me want to drop the money? Yeah. I already own, of what can be purchased on 4K as of today, I already own a good chunk of them. And I will say a good chunk of these go on sale pretty cheap. You wait till Black Friday again this coming year, you'll get Wizard of Oz and Batman and Beetlejuice and Goonies and like Mad Max, It. You'll get so many of these for 10 or less. And in this set, it's £10 per title or $12 US per title is what you're paying. So you can do overall better, I'd say, just buying these separately. I'd say by far. So the selling point is really, do you want East of Eden and do you want Rio Bravo? And do you think they'll stay exclusive to the set? I'm going to hope they get a US release. I'm not really sure what's going to happen here. But it's a beautifully packaged set, and the collector in me is still pretty tempted just because I love these all-encompassing type boxes. I have this beautiful Fox set from back in the DVD days that is 75 years of Fox, 75 movies. I love this set. It's very cool. I will say U.S. Warner Brothers is supposed to be giving us a 100 film Blu-ray set, which I am going to be all over that, regardless, even if I have like all of the movies. Like I said, I really dig these like all-encompassing type sets. I think they're cool. So I think I'm going to take a pass on this 4K set and grab that 100 movie Blu-ray set when it comes, just kind of for the collector aspect. And 100 movies on Blu-ray should it should be pretty comparable in price to this 4K set. I think it should work out to only a couple bucks per title, honestly. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a pass. But man, do I want East of Eden? That would be a cool one. But I'm not paying that much for East of Eden, and I don't really care for Rio Bravo because I'm not really a Western guy. So yeah, that's all I got. Let me know down below your thoughts on this set. Do you think it's worth it? Would you import this set? Or are you just going to stick to what the U.S. Warner Brothers is going to offer us? So that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one.